The world's largest shield machine is still the father. Now by Himalayas and rise in China. The construction is just a younger brother in front of him. The wolfberry is produced by Germany's Herrenknecht company. The capital is 4,000.6 meters long and 120 meters, with a total volume of nearly 5,000 tons. The maximum forward distance per day exceeds 30 meters. One machine can stop tens of thousands of workers. The robot lays 2 kilometers of tunnels in Hong Kong. Both tunnels are undersea tunnels 60 meters below sea level. Even if it is so rare, the workers can easily complete the machine. More than 3 million blades are installed at the front of the components. Every photo is made with high precision and brokers, which are extremely sharp. Put it in the ancient avenue and belong to the artifact level. The maximum power of the converter is 5,600 kilowatts, and the maximum torque is 27,000 kilonewtons. If the powerful power is matched with a sharp blade, it can be said that the degree is like a knife and an axe. Movies and TV are like fruits and vegetables. If you eat too much, they will be cut and crushed. It can be said that as long as the subsidy is the same in the area, it is all chickens and dogs in front of the components. Cannot be said that it is effortless. Maybe it is a casual existence with a light spray. The machine at the end of Hu Jintao's 20-year-old toast is scattered to the rice as 4 kinds of tunnel reinforcement. The situation of dragging down by opening the gloves appears, and it also provides some convenience for subsequent construction. In the process of crushing toast, other parts of the shield machine are also working. The first and most important thing is to lay the tunnel. If the Yantai excavator smart doll is big, what is the difference between it and the excavator? There is a special tunnel at the tail of the machine, which is used to transport tiles and other pipelines. These old items are also transported to the surroundings with the help of the mechanical arm, and then the preliminary laying is completed. This is why the behemoth is moving so slowly. The books in front of the nearby feng shui also need to reinforce the view and lay the basic pipeline again. A machine needs to complete the work of the entire construction team. If this efficiency can be improved, it will be a ghost. However, even so, the excavation speed of the shield machine is still full of construction teams. It can be said that the efficiency of ramen is there. The toast excavated every day is enough to be a mistress. Of course, in fact, this is still a low income for this machine because the excavation of the tunnel needs to be fast, so in time the construction of the looser brother of the toast should not be too fast, otherwise there is a high possibility of collapse. After all, the wall is archived by calculation, but it continues to be laid initially, and no particularly detailed reinforcement is carried out. The walls around are far from being as strong as the palace. If a strong tunnel experiences severe impact or vibration, it is easy to collapse. If it is serious, it is easy to put the shield machine into an embarrassing dilemma. So for safety reasons, when building a tunnel, the shield machine often opens the way in front and the construction team reinforces the tunnel in the back, but the tunnel reinforcement carried out by the construction team is not the final version. Driving and adding tools are secondary processing on the original basis, and there are still many urgent things waiting for them in the future. And if the sniper is finally added, many tasks will be difficult to carry out. And the shield machine is never as simple as a potential tunnel excavation. It can also be used to open up production tunnels. Although both are the same, the difficulty is very different. First of all, the body's India is much higher than toast. Although it seems to greatly limit the speed of the shield machine, it is not actually the case. Because the body is more solid, it will not be too restricted if it is too long at home. It can be constructed faster, so sometimes the efficiency is improved. Of course, this kind of thing is not an absolute impact. There are many construction situations, and no one knows what accidents will occur during construction. But the only thing that is certain is that when the shield machine is excavating, the impact it receives is definitely less than that of the construction team. Most of the time, the speed of the machine is very efficient and stable. How big is the world's largest shield machine or the father? The strongest shield machine in the United States is a younger brother in front of him, waiting for the construction of the user to order the tunnel excavator. The 2 front air intakes are 120 meters long, with a total of nearly 5,000 tons per meter and a maximum power of 5,600 kilometers per hour. It has a wider construction space and can adapt to most terrains. It can be said that as long as the construction party is still an individual, it can be used in an environment such as the sea or the ocean. Unless modern science develops better machines, It can be regarded as day and night construction in terms of the environment. However, after all, the construction team still has to pick the construction environment. It is more desirable not to pick anything. As long as the basic conditions are met, there is no reason for the construction environment. Before suspending employees, preparations need to be made. The most important thing is the vehicle on the route. Otherwise, if you climb into the natural tunnel again, even if there is navigation and you can clearly know the approximate route, photos will occur. After all, it is a machine. Even in the fairyland, it is currently impossible to find an active correction route. Therefore, during construction, laser-assisted aiming is generally carried out, and the authority is determined by laser, and then the tunnel is directly opened. There is almost no completely tired line in the middle, and the command is the main road. There is a rumor that it is before the construction of the Datong calculation road. The parking space was also abandoned. If the error is within a reasonable range, the conditions will slowly put them down, and then arrange a one-stop service for food and drink. But if the error is large, it is very likely to be rejected and put down, which is a situation that Red Bull dare not sponsor. The prospect method of the shield machine is very unique, because the wheels are not so much moving as moving the shield machine. The child said that the night when the shield machine rolls in front of it will start, and then stop spinning forcibly. Jiangdong estimated that it would stop a distance forward, and then continue construction. So even if it passes, it looks like it is moving. The skill analysis of picking up at the airport is similar to the movement method of human animals, and almost all lights can be reduced. The most core part of the construction is the front end, and the rest is to assist the front end better. The workstation is equipped. After all, if you want to dig a tunnel, the most core part is to say bad things. No matter how good the plan is, it will appear out of thin air when you sleep halfway. As the world's largest dog, the overall structure of the machine has not changed. It is very similar to other wolfberries, but the reminder is even bigger, which is better than the general building. The major keyword optimization was done very well in the past 2 years. The forward distance can be clearly seen. Under normal circumstances, the stewed wolfberry advances more than 20 meters a day, which is already an excellent one. Turn on the light and the wolfberry can advance more than 30 meters a day, which is almost more than the others. The reason why the efficiency of a construction team is so different is that the subsequent coordination ability of the mechanical arm and the like is expired. After all, it is a way of working on the slope. I am very fast. It can be said that Donling's excavation speed is nothing compared to him, but the subsequent laying work of the joints is laborious. The bricks laid by the wolfberry are privileged bricks. Unpleasant weather closed down, many schools of kelp can reach 30 centimeters, even if sometimes the trial is full, but generally it will not be less than 20. It is very laborious to move these bricks. Even if there is time, the survey cannot be completed quickly. The only way is to slowly move the stolen money to the guiding location, and then process it. After the processing is completed, some mechanical arms cannot be separated immediately, because the future prospects of the subsequent shield machine also need the assistance of these stolen money. These stolen money need to be used as support points to assist the automatic hanging machine at night for full feeding. The forward speed of the cancellation synchronizer often depends on the laying speed of the pipeline. This is also the direction of all shield machine companies' efforts to study. However, this kind of super large equipment has a characteristic, that is, the scenery is particularly obvious, and it may take several generations in advance to complete the thorough upgrade. The world's largest shield machine is still the father. How much is the world's largest shield machine? The shield machine has the world's largest disc forward 4,000.6 meters, a total length of 120 meters, a total weight and a maximum power of 5,600 kilowatts, which is not only efficient. If it is put quickly, the car seller will also receive a lot of space. If it is used for normal traffic, it belongs to the standard 4-lane type. The current world technology tree is low in production, but there is one factor that is lower than development, and even ranks higher than technology, that is transportation. Even if the production site stands at the product quality, it can only be circulated in a small area. Most of the places with better transportation conditions are concentrated in plains or coastal areas, because only such places can develop good transportation, etc., and the goods in these places also need to be sold to remote areas. If it continues to be used, it will be better to solve the typical sustainable identity futures in some places, let alone the road that cars can find and how many people can walk. And it is quite difficult to leave rice in such places. Even if explosives such as detonators are used for blasting, the speed will not be particularly fast. This is why the shield machine was invented, and this is also the most suitable job for the shield machine. Because part of the reinforcement work prospects is mostly composed of India's Gouda 4 pieces, the speed of the wife's lower point toast tunnel is much slower, and the time saved will be used to lay pipelines. I want to be in a paste after excavation, and the most important thing is that the shield machine's blades are not vegetarian, more than 300 pieces. Wu Jingzhen through Chengdu far exceeds the general metal, a few high speed, almost all art can't hide. And the shield machine page cake does not need to smash all the things blocking the road into powder, but needs to break these toasts into smaller taxes, which is convenient for mechanical transportation. So it doesn't make any difference to him whether it is a rabbit mixture or a genetic art anyway, it's all her existence. It can be said that building subways and the like, although it needs to wait for the original design concept of the wolfberry lamp wolfberry and fall here. And in order to provide a tunnel for vehicles to pass through the physical passengers, facilitate the development of the transportation industry, and turn the places that were originally inaccessible to mass commodities into accessible places, it's just that I can buy a machine to make an environment that has become diverse, and there are almost no typical restrictions, which also makes it play more and more roles, and many active work cannot leave it. It's just that this behemoth needs to be careful at all times when using it to prevent deviation from the route, because the tunnel construction work that requires the use of shield machines is very even if the deviation is large, with the best annual appearance, and the error is also very high. The information may be the existence of the reserve ball. No matter where, when laying the pipeline through the base station, the method adopted is to install the coal to the front part of the trapped pipeline at night. It can be said that if it is not for laying the pipeline, the night here will not be started at all. There are two advantages to doing this. First, laying the pipeline will not cause gender to fall due to reasons outside the local area. After all, pressure is applied in one direction at night, making reinforcement work more convenient. The second is to facilitate the movement of the hydraulic press. If it is not designed in this way, so many purchases will be made every time. Restore, the manufacturer's colleagues also broadcast. Liuchen wolfberry laying pipeline has a great impact on subsequent construction. And don't underestimate this machine. Now an accident occurs, such as in front of the lamp purchase machine under construction. The final result may be multiplied by the tax rebate value. After all, this technology really doesn't seem to have more than 1,000 revolutions per second, but it is because its prospects are too big. The most marginal speed is 200 kilometers per hour. Please plug in the following and you will fall happy.